Ogbori State plans to equip Nigerian youths unveil academy for youth empowerment. On the foreign scene, Turkish president blames opposition political parties as protest rages. And in sport, Super Eagles coach demands maximum concentration from players ahead 2026 World Cup qualifier against Zimbabwe. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. Lagos State Government has signed a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) between the Lagos International Financial Council (LIFC) and United Kingdom Government through the City of UK Financial Centre in a bid to boost economic growth. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who is the chairman LIFC, said the development, which is a platform for businesses to thrive more in Lagos and Nigeria at large, would drive development and make the state more visible on the global financial map. While acknowledging the many challenges that would accompany the financial step, Governor Sanwo-Olu said his administration is more resilient to take tough decisions for the benefit of generations yet unborn, while commending the City of UK as a technical and financial supporter of Lagos.
And so for me, it's really just to encourage all of us once more and to say that we're on the right track. We should not be discouraged. We're actually even very encouraged by the receipt of support we're getting from various federal agencies who see the need and appreciate the need for this.
On his part, the co-chairman LIFC, Aigboje Imokwede, applauded Governor Sanwo-Olu for taking the bold step which past leadership ran away from, with the assurance that the localization of the ideas and initiatives will birth a new financial status for Lagos.
There is still a lot of work to be done, but the fact that we have gotten to this point, a point that before now, as a nation and as a people, we found it so difficult to, I think that speaks volumes. I think that also the assistance we've received from the British government and City UK, who have assisted a number of other countries that have made this journey successfully, is one that must be applauded.
Earlier, the Commissioner for Finance, Yomi Oluyomi, who thanked all partners of the Lagos State Government on the financial journey, especially the enterprise Nigeria, assured that the project will create an ambience of a more reliable and predictable financial center, being the first in sub-Saharan Africa.
So basically, Lagos International Financial Center is just like a hub that promotes the development of financial services, that promotes economic growth. It could be a designated place, that is, it could be physical or it could be virtual. But of course, definitely, most of it are usually physical. So let me piggyback and say one or two things. This particular development dates back to, I think, about 2 years when this journey started.
Governor Sanwo-Olu witnessed the signing of the MOU by the Commissioner of Finance and representatives of City of UK and Enterprise Nigeria. Wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, has reaffirmed commitment to eradicating tuberculosis, TB, through innovative grassroots advocacy. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu, who doubles as the TB ambassador and champion for Lagos State, reflected on her journey from the clinical doctor to a TB advocate, emphasizing the need to engage key stakeholders and community leaders in the fight against the disease. She stated this at a ceremony organized by the Lagos State Government to commemorate this year's World TB Day at Folari Koka Staff Clinic, Alausa, Ikeja. According to her, a major breakthrough came when the initiative successfully launched TB ambassadors and champions in local government areas, LGAs, and local council development areas, LCDAs, engaging 47 local government buses, including 10 female leaders, to take the campaign deep into the grassroots.
It's important that each and every one of us are brother's keeper. We were able to launch the ambassadors and other champions in our local government and LCDs, encouraging our chairpersons, there are 47 of them, and the 10 female chairmen that are women, ensuring that they now take this campaign further into the grassroots. All of them were not able to come on the day of the inauguration. We had to do another one after that, and we're still on it. But we were able to cover quite a number of them. And they have actually been going about having these advocacies in the community.
Mrs. Sanwo-Olu urged Lagos residents to take proactive steps in preventing and managing TB, while also commending health workers for their relentless efforts. In a related development, the chairman, Stop TB Steering Committee and Permanent Secretary, Health District 6, Cecilia Mabuguje, said the committee has been actively working to raise awareness and improve access to TB care in collaboration with local government chairpersons' wives and medical officers of health, intensifying efforts to educate the public about TB prevention and treatment. Program Manager, TB, Leprosy and Bruley Ulcer Control Program, Daniel Shukoya, while giving an overview of the Lagos State TB Control Program, said a major challenge currently affecting TB response efforts is drug stockout crisis, saying that the shortage has impacted about 30% of TB patients. To mitigate the crisis, Shokoya assured that Lagos health authorities, in collaboration with key stakeholders, are working on long-term solutions to ensure an uninterrupted supply of TB medication. Government officials, healthcare workers, and partners like the World Health Organization, WHO, the Global Fund, TB Network Lagos, among others, had earlier marched through their Lausa axis to raise awareness about TB. Our health correspondent, Adirayo Iduwolaya, reports that Nigeria still faces a significant TB burden, with an estimated 219 TB cases per 100,000 population, and is among the 30 countries with the highest TB burden globally. Now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu has affirmed his administration's resolve to equip Nigerian youth with the required skills that would enable them to compete effectively as key players on the global stage. Tinubu, who stated this when he officially launched the Nigerian Youth Academy at the council chambers of the presidential villa, noted that as a peculiar nation with a median age of 17 years, Nigeria is one of the youngest populations in the world. President Tinubu, who was represented at the launch by Vice President Kashim Shettima, listed areas the government intends to train the young population in, including world-class training in digital literacy, technical skills, entrepreneurship, and the creative industries. He pointed out that a nation's success becomes realistic when its children go to bed guaranteed of their place in the changing world. Tinubu observed that such peculiarity is an invitation to rise to the challenge of Nigeria's projection to be the third largest in the world by 2050, with an overwhelming majority of our citizens under the age of 21. The federal government has commenced the training of 800 soldiers selected for the Special Operations Forces tasked with combating terrorism, insurgency, transnational crimes, and other asymmetric threats. The 800 personnel drawn from the Nigerian Army, Navy, and Air Force represent the first batch of a 2,400-strong Special Operations Forces unit. At the launch of the Special Operations Forces training in Kaduna, Minister of Defense Mohammed Abubakar explained that the program was designed to create a highly skilled, agile, and mission-ready force capable of executing specialized operations in diverse and complex environments. Abubakar stated that the evolving nature of security challenges necessitates an elite force that is not only well-equipped but also proficient in advanced tactics, unconventional warfare, intelligence-driven operations, and rapid response missions. The minister added that the training would develop personnel in special combat tactics, counterterrorism operations, intelligence gathering, and hostage rescue missions. Now to foreign news. Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has blamed opposition political parties for provoking a movement of violence as protests in the country continue for a sixth night. Unrest began in Istanbul last Wednesday when the city's mayor, Ekrem İmamoğlu, Erdogan's main presidential rival, was detained on corruption charges. İmamoğlu, also suspended from his post as mayor, said the allegations against him were politically motivated, a claim denied by Erdogan. İmamoğlu's wife, Dele, who was also outside Istanbul City Hall and told demonstrators the injustice her husband faced had struck a chord with every conscience. The detained mayor was one of more than 100 people detained last week as part of an investigation. Others arrested included politicians, journalists, and businessmen. Now, sports. Super Eagles coach Eric Chelle has demanded maximum concentration from his players ahead of their next game against Zimbabwe in the 2026 World Cup qualifying series. Chelle says he is not carried away by the win over Rwanda, stressing the importance of the next game against the Zimbabweans, who held Nigeria to a goalless draw in the first leg. Another win against Zimbabwe will boost the Super Eagles' chances as Nigeria trails South Africa, Benin Republic, and Rwanda in the group. Nigeria sits fourth in Group C of the qualifying series with 6 points after 5 matches, 4 points adrift of leaders South Africa, who occupy the automatic qualifying spot with 10 points. And that ends our news at 10. Just before we go, always slow down at road junctions, intersections, and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch your news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration constructed watchtowers with alarm bells and perimeter fences in model colleges? Can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, try the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has signed a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) between the Lagos International Financial Council (LRFC) and United Kingdom Government through the City of UK Financial Centre in a bid to boost economic growth. President Bola Tinubu has affirmed his administration's resolve to equip Nigerian youths with the required skills that would enable them to compete effectively as key players on the global stage. Also told you that Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has blamed opposition political parties for provoking a movement of violence as protests in the country continue for a sixth night. And in sports, Super Eagles coach Eric Chelle has demanded maximum concentration from his players ahead of their next game against Zimbabwe in the 2026 World Cup qualifying series. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Kayode Mafolashere. I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.